Hey, welcome to Bass and Bonsai.
That's how we do it. Mwah. That's exactly how you do it. Hello everyone, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. You're in luck today. We're doing tests, shootouts, all kinds of stuff. It's a party going on over here. Like, seriously. Right now in this video, I'm just gonna see how versatile this rod and reel combo is. That's the Aldebaran 50. I think it's made in 2015. I've decked it out a little bit. This is just the Bass X. And you guys see that? 7'1" medium power. I originally got this, no lie, I was gonna cut it down and put it on. I got an old Mega Bass handle. Well, this thing just feels, I thought it would be too long and too heavy, but with this Aldebaran or any lightweight reel, it's not that bad. It actually does not feel bad in hand. It's a $100 rod. Reel's a lot more expensive, but I got a deal on it, added a few parts to it, looks awesome. So we're gonna just see how small lightweight baits we can throw with this combo, and then how much towards the high end. See if this is my best all-around versatile rod and reel combo. So buckle up, hang on, here we go. All right, we're gonna see, I just did a test with my other 4 combos to see if they'll throw this, how well they throw that. I was throwing the very small 16th ounce, but you see we have some wind. When it dies out, I've kind of been casting in between the wind, but that 16th is way too light, 2 grams. It's just too windy for a 2-gram test today. So we're gonna try this bait with this reel. And whoa, that wasn't good. I don't know what exactly happened there. I did notice I do have a very long, I don't really typically like the my leader to be that long. It kind of caught itself there. Probably pushing the limits on this rod. I actually think the reel would probably handle it on a, well, you see that? It kind of just, the braid catches itself. It's like it just doesn't come off. It's like that spool just goes a little faster than it should about the time that bait gets out there and gets caught in the air. I didn't even stop it. Not bad. I'd say I could do it if I needed to, I guess, if I had to. One more cast. Definitely not my first choice, and then we got a good little overrun. So, maybe. But it's not a BFS spool, or rod for that matter. But I bet you if I had a BFS rod, or either or would probably work okay if they were matched with something for that intended purpose, is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's jump right to a different bait. That bait is a no. Only if you had to. Let's go with this. Favorite thing in the world probably to throw. This little dude right here, 16th ounce. Shaky head with 7-inch worms. And I would guess. Whoa, did you see that backlash? I was guessing it would throw it no problem, but that thing did not like that cast. I told you these worms are hard to throw in the wind. The weight may say that you can throw them, but what they do and how they work is totally different than most other baits. I gotta figure out where that thing. Let's try that one more time. Try a sidearm. Sidearm cast. I can definitely see a difference why BFS definitely works better for the shaky head. Nope, it does not like shaky head whatsoever. At all. I don't have it turned up that high, but it doesn't like that bait at all. But that's not really what I got it for. Let's try. Now this is actually a little bit lighter than the shaky head, but it should throw a little easier. That little shooting around that worm does, I'm telling you guys, it's like hard on bait casters. A little bit of overrun, shot way on out there. So anyway, see a little bit overrun, but I can get out there pretty good distance, so I can throw 16th ounce TRD Ned rigs with this. When I need to. Let's see, what else do I want to throw? Okay, let's move on to what I actually intend to use this rod and reel for. Just that in-between stuff. I know I got my BFS stuff to throw the small, BFS baits. I need an in-between because then I also have my bigger, stouter rods to throw the 1/2 ounce and heavier stuff. So I need that in-between. That's what I'm kind of trying to see on this, which is, this bait right here is a perfect example of that. I believe it's right around 1/4 ounce. It's the small, what you would be close to a 1.5 square bill. And you can throw it on BFS gear and you can really zing it out there, but sometimes it's better to have, a little, I guess, stouter rod if you're dealing with in areas where you're going to need to get that fish hooked and start working him a direction. Sometimes with BFS gear, you just set the hook and hang on, and when it's a big bass. So if you're in tighter water, where sometimes you tend to be when you're throwing these, you're coming around brush, and that's what these are perfect for. You almost want that rod that, you can move the line and fight the fish a little harder with than a normal BFS. But if I'm in real open water, just kind of throwing a square bill, say along rocks or something, not necessarily brush, I like to throw it on the BFS stuff. But this thing definitely, I got go, feels awesome for this. And I did try this, I had this with me yesterday. I tried it a little bit with jerkbait. Throws it awesome, but the tip, it for me is just too soft for jerkbaits. I like to be able to jerk, and I don't know. I may have to get used to it. It may work all right. But when you're in the real nasty gunk like I am now, once you feel something, it's like it's going to be all over your bait. But if you're in grass and stuff that's, not just mossy junk, a lot of times with these square bills, you can just let it tick across the top. Throw it out there, rod tip down, start reeling, get it kind of down, and then slow down. And with a good sensitive rod and braid, you'll feel it, like touch something and then just back off, and then you can find a pace and just skim it across the tops of that grass. This is where I found, other than just throwing it over, stumps and stuff, where a square bill can really kick in at times and be good. All right, we're not worrying about how to fish, we're worrying about how this rod works. Feels good for that. Feels awesome, actually. All right, still a square bill. I think that thing is actually harder to throw. It's a little bit weirder profile, and feels lighter than the Cabela's one I just threw the dig it. This is the one I came out here and like 1 or 2 casts had a 5-pound bass with this bait. These do tend to hunt, these flat-sided rebels. Whoa, get out of the trees. Hold the rod tip up if you get too shallow. Get out of here, bug. This may end up being my square bill rod. I don't really have one, and yes, it is a thing. Some people have just combos set up for square bill. I do have a bunch. Let's just jump from that one and go to a big one. Look at that one. Now this is a knockoff, but basically the copy of the Mega Bass S crank. Let's see how well it handles a bigger bait. This one's probably 1/2 ounce maybe. See how it bends the rod a little more. Yeah. Cast it right out there. Well, boys and girls, this rod does work good for that. So I think I may have a new rod and reel combo that use anytime for my square bills. All right, guys, there you have it. I think I've got me a pretty good mid-range all around. Probably use it mainly for square bills. You know, those anything between say 1/4 and 1/2 ounce. It says rated 1/4 to 5/8, but 5/8 is probably a little much for this. So anyway, hope you liked the video. Hit the like button if you did. That gives it a huge thumbs up. Those count. And help share this channel. Comment if you have any comments about anything. Comment whether you like this thing or not. Let me know what you think. And like always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Now get out of here and go bass and bonsai right now. Go do it. I'm gonna go do something else. Oh, get it, yeah. It got it.